Dear students, this is the e-learning platform of Cambridge International School, the SUA. I am Kamaljeet Sharma, PGT Accountancy, teaching accountancy to the students for grade 11th and 12th in Cambridge International School. And this session is for the subject of accountancy for grade 11th commerce.
Dear students, as you know, we have started chapter number 8, that is Journal and Ledger, from your book Double Entry Bookkeeping by T.S. Garewal. In this chapter, you will learn about the formation of journal entries and posting of journal entries into ledger. We have practiced many questions for journal. Today, we will learn about the posting of a journal entry into ledger. I hope this session would help you to understand this chapter. Today, we will continue with this chapter, that is chapter number 8, Journal and Ledger.
Let us revise the traditional approach. The rule for personal account is debit the receiver and credit the giver. The rule for real account is debit what comes in, credit what goes out. And the rule for nominal account is debit all expenses and losses, credit all incomes and gains. Students, now we will learn the formation of journal entries. There are three simple steps to be followed for recording a journal entry. The step one is simply identify the accounts involved in the transaction. Then the second step is judge the nature of accounts involved, whether it is a personal, a real, or a nominal account. The step 3, that is analyze the effect, then apply the rule and form a journal entry. Let us take an example. For example, cash received from Ram rupees 9,000. In this transaction, there are two accounts involved. One is cash, another is Ram. Cash, being an asset, comes under the category of real account. Ram is a natural person, comes under the category of personal account. Now, in the first step, we have identified the accounts involved. That is, cash and Ram are the two accounts involved in the transaction. After that, in the second step, we judge the nature of these accounts involved. The cash is an asset, so it comes under the category of real account, whereas Ram is a natural person, comes under the category of personal account. Now we'll move to step number 3. In the step number 3, we have to analyze the effect. So it is very much clear from the transaction that cash is coming into the business. So cash comes into the business, whereas Ram is the giver. Means Ram gives the money to the business. So after analyzing the effect, we have to apply the rule. So as per traditional approach, the rule for a real account is debit what comes in and credit what goes out. Here cash comes into the business, so cash must be debited. And as per the personal account rule, it is debit the receiver and credit the giver. So here Ram is giver to the business, so Ram must be credited. So we will check the first step and the last step, that is third step. So here cash is debited, Ram is credited. So follow these simple steps to form a journal entry.
Now, this is the journal entry. For the previous transaction, the entry is cash account debit to Ram's account, being cash received from the Ram. Now we will try to post this journal entry into a ledger. Here the journal entry is cash account debit to Ram account. Now we will try to post this journal entry into two ledgers. One is cash account. This is our cash account. And the second one is our Ram account. This is Ram's account. Now in this journal entry, one account is debited, that is cash, and another account is credited, that is Ram account. Now students, listen carefully. There is a system of recording a journal entry into transaction. A cash account is debited because of Ram, and Ram account is credited because of cash. In the cash account, we will write in the cash account we will write Ram's account as to Ram account. But in the Ram account, we will write cash as by cash account. This is the because cash is debited because of Ram and Ram is credited because of cash. Now, I repeat, cash account is debited because of Ram and Ram account is credited because of cash. Now, uh, now we will balance these ledgers. There is a system of balancing the ledgers. Now, in the cash account, there is a transaction of rupees 9,000 only on the debit side. There is nothing on the credit side. There is no balance on the credit side. We will total this debit side as rupees 9,000. We will total this rupees debit side with rupees 9,000 and write same 9,000 on the credit side. Now the credit side was empty. There was nothing. So we will write here by balance CD, and this is the missing figure 9,000 rupees. And balance CD means CD stands for carried down, and CD balance will be transferred to opposite side as to balance BD. BD means B stands for balance brought down. So balance CD will be transferred to opposite side as balance BD. So in again you can understand from Ram account. In the Ram account only there is a cash balance of 9,000. There is nothing on the debit side. So we find out a balancing figure of 9,000 and this is written as balance CD amount 9,000 and balance CD again transferred to opposite side as balance brought down. So this is the system of recording a journal entry into ledger. Here is a best example. Now you can understand with the help of this example the posting of a journal entry into a ledger.
So let us take an example question. Suresh Kanpur means Suresh of Kanpur commenced business on 1st January 2019, introducing capital in cash rupees 1 lakh. His other transaction during the month as follows, that he started business with cash of rupees 1 lakh rupees, that is this one, and bought goods for cash 20,000 on January 2nd. On January 3rd, he sold goods for cash 7,000. On January 15, sold goods to Shravan of Delhi 6,000. Then on January 18, bought goods on credit from Anurag Kanpur. Then on January 19, goods returned to Anurag 5,000. On January 20, sold goods for cash rupees 30,000. Paid electricity bill 1,000. Then on January 28 paid telephone bill, then 29 paid rent, and on January 31st paid wages paid to temporary employees, whereas salaries paid to permanent employees. Then enter the above transaction in his books of account. Now we will do the journal entries first. The entry for first transaction of January 1st is cash to capital rupees 1 lakh rupees. On January 2nd, he purchased goods for cash, so purchases to cash 20,000. Then on January 3rd, goods sold for cash, then cash to sales 7,000. Then on January 15, sold to Shravan on credit. So Shravan account debit to sales account. Shravan means debit the receiver and credit the incomes. Then on January 18, goods purchased on credit from Anurag. It is purchases to Anurag rupees 50,000. Then the next on January 19, Anurag to purchase return because goods were returned. Goods were returned 5,000 rupees. Then cash to sales 30,000 rupees on January 20th. Then January 22 electricity expenses to cash rupees 1,000. January 28 telephone expenses to cash rupees 500. January 29 rent account debit to cash account 800. January 31st wages account debit to cash account 3,000. Now we will move to ledgers. Here is a cash account. Cash account is real in nature. Cash account is real in nature. So anything which comes into the business in the form of cash will be debited. Debit what comes in and credit what goes out. So here capital of rupees 1 lakh comes into business. Then sales, cash sales 7,000. Then cash sale on January 20th 30,000. Then purchases January 2 20,000. Electricity expenses rupees 1,000. Telephone expenses on 28th rupees 500. Rent rupees 800. Then wages rupees 3,000. Then the total is 1,37,000 rupees. Out of 1,37,000 we have spent these amounts. These are the amounts of payments. This is the balance CD. This balance CD will be transferred to the next month or the next year to balance brought down, that is BD. CD will be transferred as brought down balance. Now the next comes capital account. There is only one entry for capital account, that is to cash 1 lakh rupees, then balance CD and will be transferred to here as to balance BD. Again CD will be transferred on the opposite side. Here it is. Then after that there is purchases account. There are two entries, cash 20,000, Anurag 50,000. Goods purchased for cash and goods purchased for cash rupees 20,000 and goods purchased from Anurag on credit 50,000. So there is a balance CD of rupees 70,000. Then next is sales account. Here cash sales 7,000, Shravan credit sale to Shravan 6,000, cash sale again 30,000. So total sale is 43,000. CD will be transferred to opposite side here. Then Shravan account, only credit sale of rupees 6,000 to Shravan. There is a balance CD. Balance CD will be transferred to balance brought down. Then in Anurag account, there are purchases of 50,000 and out of 50,000, 5,000 we have returned. Remaining balance will be 45,000. 45,000 is the balance CD will be transferred to opposite side. Then comes the purchase return account. Purchase only one entry of rupees 5,000 is Anurag account is 5,000. Balance CD is 50,000. Now the next one is electricity expenses. Only one transaction is there in the form of payment to expenses 1,000 rupees, and here it is the balance CD of rupees 1,000. Then there are telephone expenses 500 rupees. Same is the balance CD amount. Then after that there is a rent account, same one payment is there 800 rupees, and same in the wages account one payment is there of rupees 3,000. So we will calculate the balance CDs, and after that balance CDs will be transferred to the opposite side as balance brought down. Next is
In this session, we have learned about few more journal entries using the traditional approach to rules of debit and credit. I hope this will help you to understand the concept of the topic more easily.
Now, students, try to understand the basic concepts of this chapter once again and try to solve some illustrations as well as unsolved questions from your book Double Entry Bookkeeping by T.S. Grewal. You can also try to solve some questions from NCRT, but all the questions to be done in your homework notebook. In the next session, we will continue our next topic. Till then, dear students, to stop the COVID 19, stay home. If you don't think about yourself, think about your loved ones. So stay home, please, but study regularly.